I should say good afternoon. Uh, well, I'm going to go pretty quickly through this because you all had a long and exciting session. I've really had the pleasure of sitting through the uh, four presentations this morning, and I've gained a lot from it. Um, Firstly, congratulations Academy, congratulations Ratna Sansad. Um, it's really great to be here talking to my seniors, the people who have built me and created so many students, and this is a small image of my fourth year project at the Academy of Architecture. I almost lost my seat when I did this project because just the research work that I did for this project made me miss a lot of classes, lose a lot of attendance, and but still I'm very proud of this project because I used to love Buckminster Fuller. I'm an engineer's son. I'm very proud of that, and I try to incorporate engineering and architecture in my design solutions. I'm evolving. I kind of every 4 or 5 years I kind of throw away what I've done before. So don't be surprised if next year I start rejecting the work that I have proudly presented to you today. This is something I did in college. I do keep this project because I love Buckminster Fuller's work, and I also love the work of Anthony Gaudi, and was very inspired by it. And again, a project from my college days, a model which I've kind of kept, and something that's kind of made by me, so I enjoyed that. Of course, someone mentioned Vishnu Joshi, so I thought I should reciprocate with a picture of my guru, Joseph Anand Stein, and that's basically because he incorporated the values, human values. He also brought in craftsmanship and of course architecture and structure together. Unfortunately, I will not in this presentation get into the aspects of detailing, which is very close to my heart. I would like to instead concentrate on a particular subject which I thought would be close to students, because I think one thing that students have to contribute to us is their mind, their free mind which can think of concepts. And I thought, let me talk about concepts on the drawing board and how they translate into a final building, okay, and how your mind can move on when you move out of school, okay, into the real field of architecture. So I will concentrate on concepts, but I must tell you that I worked with Mr. Stein for a totally different reason. I worked with him to learn how to actually translate concepts into reality, because he was an expert, okay, at actually executing architectural works. And this actually is the work of Vishnu Joshi, you know. And I, being an engineer's son, joined Stein because I wanted to understand how structures work and how single-folded membrane structures work. So I studied in this Mr. Stein's library. A book was being published on his work, and so I studied all these different kind of platforms, and some of these drawings have been reproduced by me. I loved his first works, the SR factory with the hyperbolic paraboloid forms. And then as my final project with Mr. Stein, he was very elderly then, okay, and I sat down with him and I worked what is called a factory-made factory. So it was a factory that was supposed to be actually produced in a factory. We were fascinated by these ideas because, you know, Mr. Stein used to keep telling me, and I'm glad to see so much good architecture, but he used to keep telling me then that actually the quality of construction that he got from contractors in 1962, 67, when he started building his first works here, okay, was much better than the quality of construction that he got, okay, towards his last days. I hope things change. I worked with different contractors and got different results. So we'll see how that marches on. After I moved out of academy, after I moved out of the laboratory that Mr. Stein's work was, I walked into Europe, and I spent a lot of time in Paris, but I also admired a lot